What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about how I'm chasing freedom in 2023. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. For every friend you refer, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares of some of the most rock-solid companies on the planet. Ford, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Apple, the list goes on. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Everything will be linked in the description. All right, so today I wanted to talk about how I'm chasing freedom in 2023. Now, when I say freedom, I'm mainly referring to financial freedom. And as I've always explained from the very beginning, going back like over 10 years ago when I first discovered the concept of financial freedom, because there's a couple of different ways you can define it. I think everyone has a different opinion, or everyone has a different stance on what financial freedom means, and that's because financial freedom means something different to everyone. Me personally, I don't think financial freedom is all about leaving your mansion and driving your Lamborghini to your other mansion and going on these crazy expensive vacations every week via private jet. For me, that's not what it is. For me, that's not what it's about. Those things don't even interest me. For me, financial freedom is just simply about earning enough passive income to take care of all of your monthly expenses and being able to live comfortably with or without your job. Now, I say with or without because when I get to the point where I'm generating enough passive income to quit my job, where the passive income matches or even surpasses what I'm making at work, I personally wouldn't quit my job. I could see myself going from full-time to part-time just to free up a little bit more time for myself so I can break my back a little bit less each week, but I wouldn't want to quit my job. And that's mainly because I like my job, I like what I do, and I like working. Working makes me feel productive. Working makes me feel good. Working is just, as a guy, that's our purpose. Our purpose is our work. Whatever your work may be, I believe there is honor in all jobs. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you just know what I'm talking about. So no matter how much money I'm making passively, I wouldn't want to quit my job, which provides me with a little bit of active income, and it has nothing to do with the paycheck. It's just because I enjoy doing that. But the passive income would, at some point in the future, give me the option to quit my job if I choose to. That's what I believe financial freedom is all about. I believe it's about choices. I believe it's about options. I believe it's about making the decision to go to work. I want to go to work because I want to go to work. I don't want to go to work because I have to. If I quit my job, I don't eat. And if I don't eat, I die. That's not freedom. That's not financial freedom. That's what it's all about for me. So what I would like to do in my spare time, if I can go from full-time down to part-time, actually something that I plan on doing even before I get to that point, I hope to do this over the next couple of months, I want to buy a cargo van. And I've explained this for a couple of years now. This has always been one of my goals. I want to buy a cargo van, and I want to turn it into a mobile workstation, like a mobile office. I want to have like a small desk and all of my camera equipment, my laptop, my portable power station. I want to be able to work my other job, at least, from the van. And I also want it to double as a weekend camper. And I'll take my camera with me when I go camping, and I will absolutely document and vlog the adventure. And I think it would actually be pretty cool to go camping on, or have the ability, like I said, it's all about choices. I would like the choice to be able to go camping on a Wednesday night. Why not? Who in the world goes camping on a Wednesday night? No one, because they got work the next morning. But what if I can go camping on a Wednesday night and just wake up the next morning, leave the campsite, and just drive to work? Why not? What's the harm in doing that? Who's going to stop me from doing that? What issue is there with that? There is no issue. And if that's something that I want to do, then why on God's green earth should I not do that? That's just something that I would like to do. Like I said, financial freedom is all about choices, and it's all defined completely differently depending on who you ask. You ask 10 different people, you're going to get 10 different answers. Somebody might say, oh, financial freedom is about making $1 million a year. I don't think so. Because what if you have $1 million a year worth of expenses? Then you're tied up. That's not freedom. That's still living paycheck to paycheck, even if you're making $1 million. You don't have to be a minimum wager to be living paycheck to paycheck. You could be the richest person in the world living paycheck to paycheck if your expenses are that high. So that's not what it's about for me. It's about choices. It's about reducing my expenses, and it's about just kind of just doing as I please and going to work because I want to, not because I have to. So one of the ways that I'm going about achieving financial freedom is by investing in cash flow producing assets. Now, there are a couple of different ways you can go about doing this. You can start a business for yourself and automate it to the best of your ability. That's something that I'm really trying to work on this year in 2023. It also can be done with real estate. You buy a small house, you rent it out to somebody. Or you buy a small house, you live in it, and you rent out portions of the house to other people. Let's just say you buy a 3-bedroom house. You live in one of the bedrooms, you rent out the other 2. Congratulations. 2/3 of your mortgage, 2/3 of the interest, 2/3 of the property tax, 2/3 of the maintenance, repairs, upgrades, renovations, 2/3 of absolutely everything can be expense at the end of the year. So it's saving you money just for doing so. Not only the other 2 bedrooms being rented out are putting money in your pocket, and guess what? You're not employed just for doing that. You might have a job on top of doing that, but you're not employed by doing that. All you're doing is living there. The same thing I do right now, and I'm not doing that. I'm living in my house, you're living in your house. But imagine doing that. Not a whole lot would change. All you're doing is living there. That's just your residence. But it's earning you money. That's what I want to do. That's not what I'm doing just yet because I don't have the capital to get into real estate just yet. Another way of going about doing so is by utilizing the stock market and building up a dividend income portfolio. Now, like I said in the intro of the video, if you want to get your up to 12 free fractional shares, you can go ahead and do so by downloading Webull and funding your account. You can deposit as little as you'd like, even as little as a penny. It still works. It still counts. You still get your up to 12 free fractional shares. And for every friend you refer, Webull's going to give you 15 free fractional shares of some of the most rock-solid companies on the planet. Ford, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Apple, the list goes on. And that could be a good way of kickstarting your portfolio. And from then on out, you could do what I do, which is primarily invest in index funds, or you can extensively research individual stocks, figure out the pros and the cons, figure out which one makes the most sense and which one will continue to make the most sense 10 plus years from now, and continue researching as time goes by, even if you're investing because you want to make sure management's not screwing anything up or whatever the case may be. You can eliminate all that research altogether by investing in index funds. It's all done, taken care of by default. That's what I'm doing for the most part nowadays. But I do have some individuals that I continue to invest in on a regular basis, and I've yet to spend even a penny of the dividends that I've received over the last couple of years. I've just reinvested them all back in and help that snowball continue to build. Because the way passive income works is by reinvesting those dividends or those distributions or the money that you make from your rental property or the money that you're making from your business, if you keep reinvesting back in to what's earning you money, that snowball gets bigger. And the bigger it gets, the faster it rolls. And the faster it rolls, the bigger it gets. And the bigger it gets, guess what? The faster it rolls. Which means, if you remove the snowball from the equation and just think of it from a money perspective, the penny turns into a nickel, which turns into a dime, which turns into a quarter, which turns into a $1 bill, a $5 bill, a 10, a 20, a 50, a 100, and soon enough, you're going to have this big snowball made out of money, getting bigger and bigger, faster and faster, earning you even more. Because the more you earn, the more you can reinvest back in, and the more you reinvest back in, the more you earn next time. That's the power of compound interest. That's the power of compound investing. That's the power of passive income. Now, right now, there's nothing I'm doing with that. I'm not using that passive income to buy that cargo van that I want. I'm not using that passive income to buy my groceries. I'm not using that passive income to do anything except for reinvest back in. The money I make from my business goes right back into the business. The money that I make from the dividend income portfolio goes right back into the dividend income portfolio. And at some point in the future, if and when I'm ever able to get into real estate, the money that I make from real estate is going to be going right back into real estate. Because I'm not ready to go from full-time to part-time at my job. I want to build something up for myself first and live off of it later down the line. Years down the line, potentially decades down the line. I'm a young guy. I'm in no rush. I got plenty of time. Time is on my side right now. That's the power of passive income, and that's how I'm going about chasing financial freedom in 2023. And absolutely what you see on screen right here, I'm picking up a little bit of silver and gold as a hobby on the side, just because I think it's fun. Just because it's all about choices. I choose to get a coin every here and there. Therefore, that's what I will do, because that's what I like. Similar to how I enjoy my job, and if I ever have enough money to quit my job, I still won't quit my job. Just like I want to go camping, so guess what? I'm going to go camping. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And at some point later down the road, later down the line, the passive income will give me the option to do whatever I want, whenever I want, however often I want, and with whoever I want. It's about freedom. It's about choices. It's about making decisions and having options. That's what I'm chasing in 2023, just like I was chasing it in 2022, just like I was chasing it in 2021, just like I was chasing it in 2020. Except now I have a firmer grasp on what I'm actually doing. I've weeded out what doesn't work so well, and I've amped up what's working incredibly well. And I'm focused. And I'm determined. I'm hungry and I'm motivated. And I'm going after it. I hope you are too. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to chasing freedom, how are you chasing freedom? Or more importantly, what is your own personal definition of freedom or financial freedom? What are you after? What would you like to do? What choices would you like to make? Let me know in the comments. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel. For exclusive weekly content, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. Over 50 different flavors to choose from. And of course, like I said before, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. You can deposit as little as you like, even as little as a penny. It still works, it still counts, you still get your up to 12 free fractional shares. And for every friend you refer, Webull's going to give you 15 free fractional shares per referral of some of the most rock-solid companies on the planet. Ford, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Apple, the list goes on. Please, for the love of God, do not pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Get after it. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.